Good morning. Happy Saturday morning to you all. I hope everybody is having a nice morning. That was Charlie doing her fun hair this morning. Appreciate everybody coming by on Saturday morning to hang out with us. This is our Saturday morning show, Saturday Morning Comics, where
Charlie's Comics with Dad,
where we get to talk a little comic book time. Kate went on a sleepover. That's my oldest, so it's just the Charlie show this morning. She thought she'd do some fun hair for everybody to get the morning started off right. Hope everybody's having a nice time. I was in Reggie's show before this, and it looks like a couple of people strolled over. So thank you to C+E2 and Jack B for coming by. I appreciate that.
And your new subscriber, Jack B.
Yeah, Jack B subscribed. I appreciate you doing that. Sight unseen. But let's go through here. We got Life with Two YouTubers was here first thing with Aggressively Relaxing, and Mr. Garrell gave us a nice shout out this morning on Instagram. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. And yes, Mr. Garrell's very humble, very humble. Last weekend, if you didn't notice, we had Fire Guy Ryan here with us for the weekend. If you watch Comic Tom's channel, Ryan is one of the contributors on that channel. And Ryan spent the weekend down here in Orange County, California with us. We went comic hunting. We did a ton of shows with him. He was just a lot of fun. So make sure if you missed what we were doing last weekend, there's some good stuff there. Kachung is here, which means his wife DK is probably rolling around here somewhere. Big Will is in the chat. We got a box from Big Will and a box from DK and Kachung. So we're going to open those a little later in the show. Perry is awake, which I'm shocked. He
nose and
oh, he's doing smelly candle jokes. Perry was on late last night. His late night show tried to end like 3 times. He was like Rod trying to end that thing. Michael is here now. If you're doing any of your bagging and boarding things today, please drop me a line. I should be around. I can jump in and hang out with you for a bit if you need. I will miss the girls destroying Ryan on video games. So they did play a fair amount of the 007 GoldenEye N64, the original old school game. A lot of fun. Backseat Driver is in the chat. Thank you for coming. And Second Street Marvel Trinity is in the chat. Thank you. Let's see here.
Jameson.
I saw pop up. There she is. DK sent us a little gift from
C+E2.
Yes, he is. We said hello. From Amazon, and that arrived today, so we're opening that. Katie Kaboom, congrats. She had an ultrasound recently, and it seems like that her, I think she said 2 boys on the way, 2 twin boys are on the way. Very exciting for you. That is awesome. So glad to hear it's going well. And let's see what else. Pop, that's my dad in the chat. Good morning to Ralph.
My grandpa.
Yep. Symbiote Spider Mike is in the chat. Hello. So Kachuk says they're on the couch after waking up, falling asleep to Perry's show, which he was going. Man, Discovery Bay and Perry put on the late night just fire last night. Southern Comic Geek, good morning. Perry says he's still in his blazer in his chair. I would believe it. So do we want to open something or share a book first?
Share books and then we can open.
Okay, what do you want to share, Char?
What's life without chapter books?
Oh, Charlie's got a chapter book to get started. This is Whatever After, If the Shoe Fits. So is this one of the princess books, but it's the Cinderella one?
Mm-hmm. And
this is a Cinderella.
And they're having a problem right now in the story. So they found Cinderella, and Cinderella trusts them a lot. So what they decided to do is they're gonna try and find a way that the kids can stay but not get caught. So what they're gonna do is they hide under her stepsister's beds.
Okay.
And then when the stepsisters are sleeping, they crawl up, and then they find Cinderella, and then it startles her, so she drops her glass.
Oh no!
Slipper,
the glass slipper,
and it hits her on the foot, and she starts yelling "ow" because it really hurts. So she's like, "It's the glass because she already knows that that she's going to marry the prince. And then she's like, "Is the glass slipper broken?" And then they pick it up, and the heel came off.
Wow.
So they put it on the shelf
That's
next
bad
to
news.
the tin bucket.
Gotta be careful with your glass slippers, right?
And yeah, but then what happens is, what they do is they hide in the closet, and then with the and her foot and then what happens is they decide to go to sleep first, and then in the morning she's like, "What happened to my foot?" Because the one that dropped it on, and it's all swollen.
Oh no! So it won't fit the shoe anymore.
But that's the opposite. It's the opposite one.
Oh, so it's not the one she has to try the shoe on with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So what happens is
don't give it away. Don't spoil it.
Whatever. So they put it on the shelf next to the tin bucket to make sure it's safe.
Okay.
And then
they put a glass slipper high up on a shelf. That's a bad idea.
Where else would you put it?
I would wrap it in bubble wrap and put it in a special container.
She doesn't even have a mattress. She has straw.
Cinderella. Fire Guy is a Rapunzel fan. I love Rapunzel.
They hide in the closet, and then
Paul.
She falls. They accidentally bump the closet, and it hits the shelf. The glass shoe breaks.
So putting it on the shelf was a bad idea?
And then
who could have predicted this problem?
And then they say, like, "Oh, maybe the prince is probably going to come like 2 days from now, so your foot will be better by then." And then they read the newspaper, and the prince is coming that day.
Oh, geez.
And that's as far as I got.
That's a lot of bad luck for one thing. Oh, I could have sworn maybe I'm thinking of another Katie. I'm sorry, Katie Kaboom. But yes, Drea. Remember we were asking how to pronounce her daughter's name last time. So it's let's see if I said it right.
It's
Drea. Ooh, Southern Comic Geek got his Cantos. We like some Canto in this house. Big Canto fans. I made the thumbnail for today using this Hawkeye Freefall issue 2, which I thought this was hilarious. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like anybody's really reading it or talking about it. I enjoyed issue 1, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give issue 2 a chance. It reminds me of the Fraction and Asia Hawkeye run that was so good. I've got right over here. That's one of the issues from that run, and that was a gift from Comic Tom. He sent that with Ryan. That's Pizza Dog, which I know Charlie likes pizza and she likes dogs. So I put that up for her. This was really funny. I really enjoyed this, and it made me laugh, which I can't, not a lot of books can pull that off, right? I thought it had great cameos. Tony Stark had a great cameo in this. Luke Cage has a great cameo in this. It just cracked me up. And I dig the style of it. Again, a throwback to Fraction's run on Hawkeye, which is an amazing run, and nothing could ever be as good as that. So for me, it's like it's good enough that it's even homaging or coming close to that run. And the mystery of who is Ronin, because Hawkeye battles Ronin, I'm kind of pumped on seeing, where that story goes. So I'm definitely getting issue 3 of this. This is issue 2. And I'm going to get issue 3 of that. Hope somebody else is reading it and enjoying it. Got some more people jumping in the chat. Glass shoes never caught on. I know, right, Jack B? That fashion statement just never really hit. Good morning to the boy who had 7. Matt, how you doing, brother? He's got his new or final 12 Days of Christmas show, and I think it's tonight. Am I right, Matt? Please remind the chat when that's coming up. Good morning to Downright Nerdy Podcast. She's also says she's starting the Saga trade today. Ooh, Riley's going to be reading Saga. That is awesome. Discovery Bay, good morning. Meta Rog, good morning. And I haven't seen
Reggie.
Oh, Reggie was just finishing his own show. I watched Donnie Mastodon dropped a video this morning on music. He was talking about the band. Oh man, I'm just spacey this morning. Rush. He was talking about Rush's album 2112. If you haven't checked it out, it was a short video, but he's doing a new series looking at music. It's kind of cool. So good morning. Thanks for all coming by. Discovery Bay, I'm surprised you're awake. And I thought you were on YouTube shutdown this weekend, so don't let anybody catch you watching your YouTube this weekend. He's gonna get in trouble.
Why is he in trouble?
Oh, and Los, I'm sorry I didn't say hello to Los this morning. How you doing, brother? Okay, what do you got for your second book, Chuckles? This is She-Hulk, issue 18 from the Planet Without a Hulk storyline. Looks like she's in her S.H.I.E.L.D. uniform. So she's been an Avenger. She's been a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's been a lawyer. She's had quite a lot of careers, that She-Hulk. It looks like she's fighting with Iron Man, huh?
Yeah, she's mad.
Greg Horn cover. This is from the Dan Slott run.
Because he's getting her fired.
Oh, is he? Oh, man. Tony Stark always causing trouble.
Yeah, and then they're figuring like this stuff out, and so the technology is locked by Tony Stark, and stuff. You
can talk a little louder. It's over there.
She gets super mad, so she decides to.
Who's she gonna? She's gonna fight somebody. Who's she gonna fight? Tony. Man. Oh man. Looks like there's a robot Nick Fury. Mm-hmm. Oh man, it's like a old school robot Nick Fury. Where is he? What? Right in there. Like operating on his head. Yes, that is Rachel Summers. He's talking about this. This was a pickup. I have a huge run of Uncanny X-Men, and I have like almost all of the 190s, and I have pretty much almost all the 200s from 200 to 299. I'm missing a couple in there, but I didn't have 199, and I snagged this while Ryan was down. So I got this issue while Ryan was down. Very, very nice to finally get that one. I have the distraction of another kid while wifey's still sleeping. Wow, he's getting away with it. Who? What?
It says I Spy Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Uh-oh, is that a video game? I don't know anything about it. I could be off. Life model decoys, right? I don't know, Jack Beats. There's been so many versions of Nick Fury. You obviously have the Samuel Jackson style versus the, do we call it the David Hasselhoff style? I don't even know. And the robot version, the old man. If you saw Original Sin, which I still think is a really good read, Original Sin has the like old man Nick Fury with all his decoys or whatever. The story of Nick Fury is kind of a long one.
Very long.
So did you like this issue of She-Hulk, Char?
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Yeah? What do you like about She-Hulk?
I like how she's tough and she can do her own thing. She doesn't need someone to like come in after and help her.
Right. Did you see the new version of her? Because the new version in the comics, she looks more like the actual Hulk, like a beast and kind of like really big and buff. Like not like she's kind of skinny here, just like really muscly, like the Hulk. What do you think?
Boo.
Yeah, I don't care for that version. She's more of a monster. She like can't speak like in normal, she kind of speaks like a monster. She has little control. So I've not enjoyed. I prefer I like the She-Hulk in the sensational She-Hulk era, where she was funny and trying to balance being a lawyer with being a superhero. I like that stuff. How many comic shops do I have in my city? I've got my LCS is like 10 minutes away, really close. And then there's a couple more that I took Ryan to that are a little farther. I think the furthest one we went to was about 40 minutes away. Good morning to Hialeah and Nick the Greek. Good morning to you as well. So I have like 3 shops I really like that are within like an hour of me, or probably less than that, like 45 minutes of me. There are other ones that I don't like as much that I don't go back to. But yeah, there it is. Los Sensational She-Hulk. At least when they replaced Nick Fury, they upgraded the character. Most of the time, they replaced characters at the end of this. Yeah, so if you haven't read Sensational She-Hulk, I think it's a great run. Very entertaining. I might let you try reading that on the Marvel Unlimited at some point. All right, I'm going to share the DC book that I'm enjoying most of all the DC books I'm getting these days. I think Last God is great. And I enjoyed issue 4 a ton. I thought it was another great issue in this run. Issue 3 is still my all-time fave. I think issue 3 is so, so cool. And the artwork is amazing. If you like, dark, high fantasy kind of stuff. It's really good. So this is a Black Label from DC. It's fantasy storyline having to do with two timelines, one where a group of young heroes think they have defeated the last gods of their sort of civilization. And then the other storyline is after they've become rulers, kings of their era, the villainous last gods return for retribution, and they have to solve the issues they had in the past. So you get like two storylines happening simultaneously with some of the same characters in both. But I've really been enjoying it. I think this storyline ends at issue 5. So it's possible that the next one, or it's 5 or 6, finishes this storyline. Hopefully they decide to do a second chapter, because this one's called Book 1 of the Fellspire Chronicles. But it's like, I think they're planning on doing sort of chapters or books within the story. It's my favorite Black Label. It's definitely my favorite DC book I'm picking up. I don't think there's anything close at DC these days. But feel free to shout out if there's some DC books. I know there's a lot of love for Justice League Dark right now. I hear is really great. I'm still reading the first trade for Justice League Dark, so I'm catching up on some of that. All right. You got one more book? Mm-hmm. I've got one more book. Well, I've got a ton. I could go through a ton of books, but I'm saving. You got to have time to open some stuff. Ooh, we got this. Did we get this when we met Comic Tom? So we were at a Comic-Con a year ago, and the girls found a few of these impulse books in the dollar bins, and were like, "Hey, this looks interesting," and they snagged some of those and read some of these. We took some pictures with Comic Tom that day. He was there buying books. So what do you think of this one?
I think it's really good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like Impulse as a character? He's like a speedster, right? Like fast guy. Right?
I like him.
Yeah?
I think he's a good person.
Yeah? Why?
He does a lot of good things. Like, he tries to save his best friend, but the guy throws one of those spray gas, the sleep gas.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Is that his like mom or something, or his friend?
Girlfriend.
Oh no, and she's getting taken away.
That's so they were about they kissed, and then they were just because her boyfriend's really mean to people, so she just broke up with him. And he was Bart, like his Impulse's real name is Bart, and he wanted him to be with her, so he was telling her how she deserved better, and then they kissed, and then the guy threw the thing at him, and he couldn't save his friend. And then his dad's person or something, or his friend's dad's enemy. What happened was he wanted to get revenge, so he thought he stole the guy's wife, but he really stole his daughter. And then what happens is Bart's sad because he can't find his friend.
Okay.
She's not where everyone thought she would be. So he's taking the time machine to go back in time.
Superheroes in time machines. That happens a lot, right? I know the Flash, he's always changing history by using he has that treadmill. Have you seen him use it before? Mm-hmm. Where he runs on it real fast and he can travel back in time on it. Always makes for trouble. It does need a bagging board. This one has been a little bit loved. It was in the dollar bin, so we're not. But yes, I agree. It needs its bag and board. Huh? It needs its bag and board where you protect the book. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see here. Anybody else jumping in? I see some folks in the chat having a good time. Metarog is here. I agree. Much appreciated. All right. I guess this is a kids show, but I'm still going to share Something's Killing the Children. This is a bit of a exciting horror comic. Boom Studios. This is a finale, so this is a great issue. If you're going to try out the trade, if you want a good Boom Studios, because they've been doing great stuff. I thought issue 5 was great. I thought the storyline ended really well. I want to read the next storyline, so definitely worth trying out if you haven't done that. Not really for kids, obviously. But I thought it was really entertaining, and I'm sure you've heard a lot of people talking about it, so definitely check that out. Time stands still when I'm on a treadmill, says Jack B. Right? That's the slowest time I know. If Charlie had a time machine, what point in history? So where would you like to travel in history?
When cats and dogs were raining from the sky.
That never happened.
Could have. Frogs rain from the sky.
You're just making craziness right now.
No, it's in the water.
So you want to travel back in time. You don't want to travel back in time. You just want to go to a different place where there's lots more animals instead of your house where there's no animals.
If I did have to go back in time, I probably I never had to do a biography report. I'd just go back in time and meet the person.
Right.
That's what I'd do. I'd just be like, what did you do? And da-da-da-da-da.
So who would you? What famous person from the past would you like to talk to?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Ooh, artists. You want to travel back to Vincent Van Gogh and see what he's painting? Hopefully before the ear thing, right? He had an ear accident.
I know, he cut it off and then he did a portrait of it.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. But he made amazing paintings, right? Definitely.
He did. I like his one where it's like with this it's like a wave swirls and it has the little dots, the dots in it. I love it. I love that painting.
Oh, Riley says hi.
Yay.
Your favorite dog. Her favorite doggy. All right, so should we open something?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do.
I'm going to do the one from Big Will because that one is for me. Oh, and it's been waiting for a while. I cut the lid just to make sure. I don't think Big Will is in the chat. I haven't seen him. Ooh, Downright Nerdy says Da Vinci. And I think I know what this is going to be. This came from Big Will. He's been telling me he's going to send this for a while. Okay, so he sent me potato chips, golden flake potato chips. And I think what goes with that, what he's been telling me, yeah. He's like, you need some of Big Bob Gibson's barbecue sauce, the white sauce. So he sent me some barbecue sauce. So we're gonna rock this tonight, maybe. What do you say, Charlie? It's just you for dinner tonight, right? You want to try some new barbecue sauce?
Sure.
Let's do it. So thank you, Big Will. He's been like, yeah, you need this. Everybody needs this. That's what he was telling me. He wasn't crazy. He was troubled. I agree, TJ. I agree. Batman, John loves chips. That's true. Batman John loves chips. He does. If you haven't seen that video. Ooh, what is this?
The complete Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Oh, wow.
Grimm Brothers.
He sent me this beautiful hardbound.
That's mine.
Grimm's Fairy Tales. I bet it's got some beautiful. Look at the pictures inside.
Oh, this is
Fundenvogel. That's bird, right? Something bird. But it's a tree. However, found in a tree called Fundenvogel because a bird had carried it away. So there's some beautiful black and white illustrations.
I'll be reading this.
Everyone needs Louisiana King Cake. Says who dat? Who dat's in the chat? Hello, brother.
Who dat? Comics and Cosplay.
There's another.
No, that's wrong.
Beautiful art. Ooh, this one's got some color to it. Ooh, these look like little trolls or goblins arguing over something.
Can I see?
You'll see it in a second. I was just trying to show other people. Moving it around too much, probably. So there's some beautiful color illustrations in here as well. Ooh, there's some. The King of the Golden Mountain, Briar Rose. Ooh, there's a classic fairy tale. That is so cool, brother. Thank you, Big Will. This is amazing. So you want to see some of the fairy tales in here?
What are the types are there?
Let's see.
The Frog King or Iron Henry.
Yeah.
Cat and Mouse in Partnership. Our Lady's Child. The story of the youth who went forth to learn what fear was.
Go look at this one.
The Wolf and the Seven Little Kids.
You don't need to read all of them, but why don't you read the ones that are famous?
Rapunzel. The Three Little Men in the Wood.
Hey, Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel.
Look how many there are. Oh my gosh. Little Snow White. Wow, there's a ton in here. This is the second set of choices. That's amazing. Thank you, Scott Evans and Super Russ. I appreciate that.
Wait,
coming by. And yeah, Super Russ, I tried to load up some new stuff for tonight. Rumpelstiltskin. Oh my gosh, Charlie. It goes on for page after page. Look at all of them. Oh my gosh.
And that means how many pages even are in this book?
Well, the last Well, it starts. It looks like it starts over again. Oh my gosh! So somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 pages. Dang, Big Will, thank you, brother. That is awesome.
Woo!
Look, it has this beautiful case. That is crazy.
That's staying in my room.
Oh, it's going in your room?
Yeah, your bookshelves or just grown-up books.
Let's see here. Char-grilled oysters. Ooh, wow. Look at people talking about some good foods now.
I don't know what an oyster is.
I wonder, should I send a couple? Shipping would be crazy for what? Who that's sending what?
Daddy, they asked a question.
Louisiana king cakes. Oh, man.
Daddy, go down.
What? Who asked a question?
They said, like, has your daughter seen...
Doctor Who. You know what? Hero and the Kid, you know, don't throw too much fire at us here. Nobody in this house has seen a single episode of Doctor Who at all.
I've seen
I will say,
Horrible.
I think the problem I've got with Doctor Who is because it's been around since, what, the early 70s, I have no clue where to start with that show. It feels like wherever I jump in, I'm going to be lost and just be like trying to swim through so much. Plus, I haven't figured out where it's really streaming at this point. So I'm kind of struggling with where to start with that show. At some point, I'd like to do it. But as of yet, never happens. Does John set the background up for this? Just for this video? Absolutely. We put it all away when this video is done. I'm not even joking. Fire Guy Ryan will tell you. I get it all out. I put it all up, and then it all just goes away. Because they all come from these boxes over here. So most of them go back in the boxes when it's done. Yeah, some people say start with Tom Baker. It's been around since the 60s, right? So, you know, for me, it's like it's way more than Lost, Big Will, because it's been around for, you know, decades, whereas Lost was like just 6 seasons.
Daddy, Big Will's here.
It's on another level. So, Big Will, thank you, brother. I'm gonna do something with this weekend. We'll make this happen, and I'll let you know how it goes.
We can have ribs.
Ribs? Ooh, that can be good. That can be great. So sorry on the other one. So no starting line. All right. So this came from Delphia and Kachung. This is a box from them. Looking forward to see all of the 3 of you on Saturday. We love you, Kate and Charlie. There's a bit of I don't want to give away what she said. What is this? Ooh, Greek myths cards for Kate.
For me now.
It's a game with cards in it. I don't know.
It's like a Go Fish game.
Look at these. So these are like Greek myth cards. There's a game for them. Oh, Kate's going to freak for that, right?
I don't know why, but I'm so tired.
All of a sudden you're yawning, yeah. And then what's this?
A box.
A box inside of a box. Good thing I have my box cutter here. A little blade here. Start the episodes on Amazon. You'll fall in love with Matt Smith. Okay, so there's a call for Matt Smith. Perry. Ooh, Perry's got some information. Start with the 8th Doctor. Then when he's gone, then David Tennant, and you'll love him and cry when he leaves because you don't want him to go. And then I hated Matt Smith, but you'll love Matt Smith, and then you get okay. I don't even understand. You're derailing here, brother. Kate does love her mythology. Absolutely, she will freak for that. I'm sorry that she's not here this morning. All right. Let's try and open this up.
You have the side. You have to undo this.
Oh, there's more on the side here. Thank you. I was wondering why that was a little difficult. You've got eyes?
So I can see.
So that I can see. Mr. Gale says he almost got his doctorate in Greek mythology and history. Good thing he decided to work for his wife for free. All right, Charlie. What? Look at all these.
Archie.
Jughead's Time Police. Jughead the Hunger meets Vampironica. We've got Archie meets Batman, 1966. Look at that. That's Catwoman. We got
Batman.
Archie issue 14 featuring Cheryl Blossom. I don't know Cheryl.
I do.
Is she the redhead that joins the group? Okay. Well, I do know.
She's the one who wants to steal.
Archie versus Predator. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's another one right here. Archie versus Predator.
And those are for you, I think.
The Black Hood. Look at all these books, Charlie.
Look, Archie's girls, Betty and Veronica.
Uh-oh. They're going to fight? Looks like a
Betty's gonna win.
boxing fight.
Betty.
Uh-oh. More Archie versus the Predator. Who's going to win if Archie had to fight the Predator? I don't think Archie's got wins. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Archie stands much of a chance. And then the Black Hood #1. I don't know Black Hood.
I do.
How do you know all this thing?
I don't know it.
They did an entire thing on Black Hood on the Archie show. Oh, okay. I haven't watched the Archie TV series yet. I heard it was not real kid-friendly. I wasn't ready for my girls to dive in on that one yet. Charlie's like, okay, I got to get ready to start reading. Which one are you going to try first?
Archie's girls.
The boxing one with the girls with the boxing gloves?
I need Betty to win.
You want Betty to win? You're a Betty fan, huh?
Betty.
She's a Betty fan.
Veronica looks tough there, but she's not that.
Oh, this is the Adam Hughes cover. I love that. That's a great. Adam Hughes did so many great Betty and Veronica covers.
All right.
Right? And they're dancing. Oh, no, they're fighting on the dance floor. Wow, right off the bat. Who's doing the art for this? Oh, story and art is by Adam Hughes. There they are fighting on the dance floor right off the bat. This is part of that Adam Hughes. I like the Archie show. It's a little teen rated. Yeah, I was figured when our girls got to be teen rated, they would go for that. Have you got Mr. Garrell's wondering how you're doing on that couch, seeing if you're getting up. Long box diving and Kirk from Comics on the Mind. Good morning. Okay, everybody. That was awesome. Can we say our thank yous?
Thank you.
Kate's gonna be pumped when she comes over after her plate or her sleepover. She's gonna be like, "What?" So I'll send you a photo this morning when she gets here. She wants Betty to win. Is it a blonde hair thing? Why do you like Betty more, Charlie?
Because Betty's more active and Veronica just seems too like, oh no, my nail broke. I'm gonna kill you.
Too much of a girly girl?
Yes.
And you want her to be more of a go get 'em girl? Okay.
She seems like she'd be a good go get 'em girl, but she just doesn't.
She's okay. Wait, where was the one I wanted to click on? Shoot, I missed one. Oh, there's Chris. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, brother? So we are gonna jump out here. My plan today is to shoot a ton of video. I've been super lax on my edited videos, so I'm gonna shoot a bunch of stuff this weekend. Hopefully, have a few edited videos I can drop in the next couple of weeks. But I'm around. If anybody needs me for anything, you can find me on Instagram. I'm usually pretty quick to reply over there. I appreciate all the kind shout outs this morning. That was really, really nice of you guys. The push to 1,000. It's gonna be slow as always with my channel, but I appreciate all the people getting behind me and pushing us a little further down the road. Yes, bye, Charlie. She's gone. She's into her comic now.
Oh, look, Betty's a grandma.
Betty's a grandma?
No, it looks like that.
Oh. She's upset. Yeah. They're having a fight. We're going to have a very nice day. I hope you all have a very nice day. And I'll see you in the chats here or there as the day goes along. And hopefully you have a great weekend. We're going to be on vacation, actually, coming up here in about a little over a week. So we'll be doing a lot more live streams and shows and hanging around. So you'll catch a lot more of us here at the beginning of February. The road to 1,000 is approaching, says Kirk. I move pretty slow. My channel grows pretty slow. So we might still be on the road to 930 for about a month here. Just be ready for that. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.